SunnyBrook 26FK here at Haylet RV of Coldwater, Michigan. And this is actually kind of cool. We happen to have sitting right next to each other on our used lot a SunnyBrook and the SunnyBrook Lite, which is the little brother. So basically we're looking at the LS and the LT. But I've already got a separate video on this guy. That's the 2708 if you're curious. We're focused on this one today, which is the upgraded series, and that's what's kind of cool. It's neat to get to see one sitting next to the other. You know, when I say upgrades, things you're going to see different. You're going to see a little bit upgraded cabinetry. This is going to have front and rear caps. We have an aluminum structure going on, even though this is fiberglass skin. This one definitely needs a bath, and unfortunately, while it was stored, there is an area above the bedroom where there has been some water penetration. I'm going to point that right out to you when we get inside. We don't hide anything from people. If we know of a defect, we tell you. You know, we price things accordingly. We like to be, you know, fair and accurate regarding our listings here. I don't expect you to drive really far under false pretenses, because that's a good way to never earn someone's business ever again. What's kind of cool here, this front window actually opens. Now that is highly unusual, and only, you know, top shelf manufacturers have ever done that. You not only get lots of light, but you get very good airflow as well. But one thing I want to point out is all of the windows are Jowlecy style windows, meaning they pivot open from the top, and they're usually bi or trifold Jowlecies. That means you're going to get much more airflow because almost the entire window pane opens, but you can still use them when it's raining a little bit. That's what's cool about these. This is a very good, you know, like a boondocking or dry camping camp or something like that. By and large, most everything on here looks to be pretty fair shape. What has failed is this rear termination strip. That is where the roof meets the rear cap, and that just needs a quick bead of seal. You know, it could be as simple as that. If you really wanted to get involved, you might take down a ceiling panel and just replace a ceiling panel, but it is primarily cosmetic. However, my opinion and your expectation for your dollars might not be the same, and I always like to let you form your own opinions. That's why I really put these videos together. Let's step inside here. Big awning on this thing, by the way, about a 24-foot awning. You couldn't put a much larger awning on this model if you tried. I'm not sure you could at all, actually. Let me close the door behind us. So we're going to start toward the front here. Actually, you know what? We're just going to go get the elephant out of the room. Let's point right at this thing. What happened up here, like I said, that rear cap where it meets the roof line, the seam there had failed, and that let a little bit of water in here. Notice that it stops here. Obviously, this has seen water, but it's not the worst I've ever seen. You can still get pretty friendly with it. It's there. I'm not going to deny it. It's there, and you deserve to know about it, but that's why we're pointing this out. You know, now that we're back here, we'll go ahead and we'll work backwards on this one. We're going to start at the back and work forward. Very classic rear bedroom, and when slide-outs became prevalent, rear bedrooms went the way of the buffalo. Because when you have the slide near the front and the bedroom near the back, that means that you have an exceptionally high pin weight, and a lot of trucks can't handle that. So they started putting the lighter bedroom up front and the heavier slide-out in the back. Kind of how we got to where we're at today. Beautiful walk-through middle bathroom in here. I love the vanity setup in this, and I love that sink. This is, I mean, this is one of the differences between the SunnyBrook and the Super Lite is that you get that nice molded sink right there, so that you're not going to get water damage and swelling from just washing your hands, you know. Again, very classic middle bathroom. Nothing, you know, new or unusual or uncommon here. I do see little water signatures around here. However, I don't see soft ceiling panels. So what this kind of says to me is that the probably maybe a roof vent at some point had a little water seep in and they took care of it, but it's still solid, so it's never been really extreme. But again, that's one of the reasons we're not selling this for the full suggested like Blue Book value. We do have this one discounted and marked down pretty good. Unfortunately, this is the ugliest thing you get in the camper, guys, and I am sorry about that, but you do have to put up with me for just a minute, or just click the close button, whichever. I think my wife would like to click the close button every now and then, but you know, till death do us part, she's stuck with me. Anyway, sofa can fold down into a sleeper if need be. Again, good windows everywhere for airflow. Pretty solid storage in here throughout as well. I don't know that I'd necessarily call this one a handyman special. It definitely needs a level of TLC, but not the most I've ever seen. There's a lot of good camper left in here. You know, I've focused on like the scary parts of it so far. I haven't really focused on the good parts of it so far, like this nice front kitchen. You've got a lot of good storage up in here. You've got a lot of countertop space. What's interesting is when they started adding slides to campers, they actually took away from storage, because if you want that wall to slide out, you got to remove the cabinet. You know, big window right there. I like that. But spinning around here real quick, this big closet is kind of what I'm getting at. You just don't get big closets like that in things anymore. So you have a little entertainment center here, because the TV did not used to be the focal point of a camper. It was still camping, not RVing. But I love the shoe space down here. Couple big drawers for extra gloves and hats, a nice hanging closet here. You know, there's a lot of good stuff going on in this camper. And you've probably seen pictures in my head, like over here, peeking around the corner, looking at the camera, making sure I got things in frame. Lots of windows reflect all that extra light, so it really does feel quite large and comfortable in here. So give us a call, 800-256-5196. Haylet RV of Coldwater, Michigan. Thank you, everybody. Take care. Stay safe. Happy camping.